Hello everybody, Mr. Meatshield here, and this is my review of the Lego Batman movie. And if you guys were to ask me to describe this film in one word, that word would be fun. This movie is just from beginning to end an incredible watch. It's full of laughs and the jokes just work. It goes overboard sometimes with the specifically with Batman's beatboxing, but I'll get to that in a bit. The plot is Batman, just like in the Lego movie, is a pre-egocentric character. He likes to do everything himself. He thinks that he's awesome because he pretty much is. He thinks that everyone thinks he's awesome, which for the most part everyone does, and that he doesn't need anybody else. Of course, uh, that is the central character of Batman. Basically, the part where he does everything by himself and doesn't need anybody else, uh, even in the comics. But here they actually make it they actually analyze it in a way that no, that's not exactly true. I mean, in the comics, the Bat family exists: Robin, Batgirl, Nightwing, and so on. And here, he doesn't. In this movie, he doesn't have that because he's done everything by himself and has done everything and done that successfully. So as shown in the trailer, even Alfred is saying, "Yeah, you need to open up to other people. You need to basically uh, get your own family, something like that." And even even the Joker, uh, he feels that he and Batman have something special between them, and and Batman just goes, "You mean nothing to me," and that you can see that just hurt the Joker, and that's how the movie starts, and it just goes from there. Um, the movie is directed by Chris McKay, who until now has only worked on TV shows, specifically Moral Oral, Titan Maximum, and Robot Chicken, three Adult Swim shows that are also pretty funny, especially Robot Chicken. I also like Moral Oral. I'm not sure if they canceled that show or not. Titan Maximum I've seen years ago. I don't even know if that's still going. But Robot Chicken, if you know what Robot Chicken is, you know the type of stuff this guy can do, and for his first major motion picture directorial debut, this guy just knocks it out of the park. Uh, and then for the cast, of course, Will Arnett returns as Batman, and he plays it as he did back in the Lego movie, completely self-centered. He is just full of himself, and it totally works in this movie. He is the right person to play Batman in this way for a movie like this. And then you have Dick Grayson, played by Michael Cera. And of course, if you've seen the trailers, you can see that this particular Robin is just excited and happy to be working with Batman because he himself is also an orphan, and he's just happy that he's been adopted by Bruce Wayne of all people. And the way he got adopted, I'm not gonna say, but it's just funny. Michael Cera also obviously the right person to play this role. You have also Barbara Gordon, slash Batgirl, played by Rosario Dawson, and Andre from Black Nerd Comedy mentioned that this Rosario Dawson, she's in everything. She's in every single Marvel Netflix show, and now she's in the Lego Batman movie for DC. She is busy, and I'm not sure if I've seen any movie with Rosario Dawson that I didn't like her performance in. I even liked her in Clerks too, which a lot of people did, the movie people didn't like. Um, I, I have no problems with her. She plays the role well. She her rapport with Will Arnett as Batman just works as well. And then there's Alfred, of course, played by Ralph Fiennes, who I'm pretty surprised that they didn't use him to play a different role in this movie. Uh, who that is, I can't say because that would be a big spoiler. But as Alfred, yeah, he works. He tells Batman that he has to open up. You can't do everything by yourself. You can't just be by yourself all the time. You gotta open up basically. And again, he's a great actor. I mean, he's the most recent thing he's known for is, of course, Voldemort from the Harry Potter series, and he was great in that. Even though I myself am not a fan of the Harry Potter series, as a kid, I hated the freaking books. I did not like Harry Potter at all. But I will admit, Ralph Fiennes' Voldemort, very good. Um, then the Bat Computer is played by Siri. Yes, Siri, from the, like, as in the iPhone Siri. She's in this, and Batman and talks to the Bat Computer, as in he calls her Pewter, and basically uses the Bat Computer like people would use Siri on their iPhones. The Joker, of course, is here. He was played by Zach Galifianakis, and to be honest, I never would have thought that Zach Galifianakis would could be the Joker. But here he is, and he is awesome in this. You can just tell from his voice that he is having fun with the role. He his the emotions that he has in this is just expressed beautifully, even though it's mostly the CG Lego character doing the being the visual to show those emotions. You can tell it from his voice. It's again perfect, very good performance from Zach Galifianakis. The list of characters just goes on because they pretty much have a ton of Batman villains. They have the Riddler, they have Scarecrow, Bane, Two-Face, Catwoman, Clayface. The list goes on. And that's where I'm going to go into the other things that this movie has going for it. And that is the amount of references they have with the Batman property. They reference every single Batman iteration that's been on screen from the 60s TV show to Batman v Superman. They're not afraid to make fun of anything between those. They have references to the comics, like if you've seen the design of Robin in this, he looks more like the Kelly version of Robin instead of the actual Dick Grayson version of him. The mutant leader from the Dark Knight Returns is here. Whoever thought he would be in a big motion picture aside from the animated version of that graphic novel. They have obscure villains such as Eraser, Orca, Zebraman. I've never even heard of these three. They have the friggin' Condiment King is here, Clock King, Calendar Man, and the list just goes on. And this being a Lego movie, of course, they also have the Justice League is in this, and because of course, I mean, the Justice League is in this, and they're not shoehorned in, and I say that because the they were used in a way to show that how much of a lone wolf Batman is as well, and how other people think about Batman being that way. It's just the jokes in this, uh, like I said, they're not afraid to make fun of the past iterations of Batman. They're not afraid to make fun of Batman at all. This movie is just a stark contrast to how the DCEU is, and it still works. I mean, it's still clearly Batman being Batman. It's even though it's not dark and gritty, and it even just shows how that can work. You can how you can have fun with a character, even though this is a millionaire who beats up criminals dressed as a bat. I mean, it's just it's just insane how this movie was just just completely comes together and just floors the DCEU movies. I agree with Andre from Black Nerd Comedy. DCEU should, I mean, Warner Brothers should just dish the DCEU and make every single DC superhero movie into Lego. I think people would have much more fun with that. They'd have much more success with that. It's just, well, I mean, you can't. They captured the essence of the character while making fun of him. And that's just awesome how they did that. Uh, the I honestly don't know who wouldn't enjoy this movie. I, a kid would enjoy this because it's Lego and it's cartoon and it's funny all around. Batman fans will love this because of the amount of references that they have and the people making fun of Batman. DC haters will love this because it's friggin' making fun of Batman. Batman haters will love this because it's still making fun of Batman too. And just moviegoers in general will love this because this is just a well written, well directed, well acted movie. Hell, I'm looking at the IMDb page right now, and friggin' Ralph Garman is in this from the Hollywood Babylon podcast. I didn't even know that. And then they have Channing Tatum as Superman. That's awesome. Jonah Hill is as Green Lantern. And this star power they have for this movie is just amazing. If you haven't seen it yet, go see it. If you want to go see it again, go right ahead. You are definitely not wasting your money on this. This movie is just awesome. As the Lego movie puts it, everything in this movie is indeed awesome. Thank you very much for watching the video all the way through. And remember to click that like button and subscribe to the channel. I can also be found on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and VidMe. The links are on the screen right now. Again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.